Baller League match day 3, my team United take on Santan FC, and there's a lot to break down this week, and there's a lot of inside information that I can tell you now that the game's over. But let's get straight into it. Actually, before we do get into it, subscribe, like, because it does help me out. I know obviously we're early on in my YouTubing career, if you even want to call it that, but if you can get me to 1,000 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. I will give away a United signed top. I'll do my best to get everyone to sign it, but yeah, all the support, I really appreciate it. So before I get into the highlights, I'll tell you what the tactics were into this. Their left-sided centre half was the weaker out of the two. The plan was to stay narrow, get them to pass it to the left back, and use their left back as a pressing trigger along with the line, using the line as an extra defender. And when I tell you it worked perfectly, especially in the first half, it was literally the game changers that were the only reason that they really had a chance. Without the game changers, we would have put these to bed, no problem. And Dave, I can't believe Dave didn't show up, because I'm a huge fan of Dave, but he fucking bottled it. But if it meant that he was in the studio, fair enough. Let's hope that was the case. But straight away, PK, one touch into Tyler. Tyler, what a fucking goal that is. And the Mbappe as well. He is on some serious form. And just before this as well, it's not included in the highlights, but he did actually hit the post and the crossbar, I'm pretty sure as well. But it's a solid start, 3 minutes in, you can't complain. It's the perfect start. Mauro goes for the flick inside, they've counter-attacked. This was their biggest threat. I think big tackle there by PK. He's done. That is such a good finish. I'll be honest, Max can't really do anything about that. It's in the corner, it's hard, powerful, but I mean, I'll be honest, the defending is a bit questionable up until that point. Now, their tactic pretty much throughout the whole thing, I know they scored a counter-attack there, but it was just play it into the striker, and then the two midfielders bomb on, making third man runs in behind. So if we can stop the ball into the striker, we don't have to worry about the third man runs, because that's, if you watch all their games, that's all they do. Into the striker, third man run off him. But not with the United boys, we've got different plans. Come on, Tyler. Hit it. Clever little pass inside. Beautiful. Handball. Handball. It is a handball. That has got to be a handball. Ginge through the white flag in. That is a clear, blatant handball. And that is a red card as well, because he's literally stopped it from going in. He's on the line. If that is not a red, then what the fuck is a red card? And when are we going to get decisions brought back? So if you throw the white flag in and get it right, surely you should get it back again. Because refs, that means the refs aren't doing the job. Confident finish. Round the keeper. 2-1. Come on, United. Solid start. I'll be honest, bar their goal, they didn't really have much. They weren't really threatening. Obviously, they've not included it in these highlights, but we had quite a few attempts on goal. Game changer. Now, this is where I come on. Right, it's a 3-play. Now, I've got some exclusives in there. Mauro goes to make the overlap. Tyler's on. He's cut back. Strike you. What a finish that is. 3-1. Now, the game changers, literally, obviously, I know they're called game changers, but they do change the game a bit too much, because you could be so comfortable, and before you know it, you could end up being 2 goals down. Now, if I replay it, just there, I told him to overlap before we got to this point, and he didn't overlap, so I couldn't play him. I had to hold on to it, and I didn't know that he'd made the overlap, which in hindsight is probably my fault. And I've taken a shit shot where I've tried to sneak it. I could have fouled him there. I should have brought him down. But I completely forgot that there was no goalkeeper. And I was thinking, I fancy me for pace against him, and there's still a long way to go. Completely forgetting the fact that there's no fucking keeper. And he just goes past me, and he rolls it in the net. And I've literally been on for 10 seconds at this point. But, more exclusives. My head was fucking gone. I was on the bench, I started on the bench, and I was not getting a lot of game time. And my head was in the bin. So coming on, I was thinking, do you know what? Make an impact straight away. Show him why you should have started. And so I knew that I wasn't going to be on for long. So I was trying to do stuff that I wouldn't usually do in a game, because I was trying to impress. In hindsight, I should have just done what I normally do. Keep it simple. Anyway, they got the third corner. 1v1. So close. Unlucky there by Max. But 3-3. They're back in the game, but we do have 2 corners at that point. One more. And it is it's a penalty for us. Tyler's done well there. Cut it back. Remy Good finish. The boys are 4-3 up. Class. We're back in front. We got a bit of breathing room now. I mean, how much breathing room we got, I don't know, because obviously there's still a game changer left. But PK, no, it's not. Yes, this is PK's goal. That is some prime time Fernando Torres hold up striker shit. That again, the hips. Now I've seen Aaron Hunt do a VAR on PK celebration, and fucking hell, no diddy, but wow. Put it this way, that ain't the real talent. The real talent ain't the hips. It's the fucking donkey that's attached to it. Tyler for the hat trick. 1v1. I mean, you're sweating, so no one gives a shit how it goes in, but game changer, fair play. Now, I asked to come on because I knew I could get one of their players sent off. Good save there by the keeper. Oh, he handballed it off the line, the dirty cheating bastard, but I didn't mind because, look at him, the commentator getting onto me. It was a fucking clear handball. He's literally touched it off the line. It's going in. Look, his hand's out. His hand's literally out. It's a red card. It's a literal blatant red card. There's no questioning it. We didn't even need the VAR. 1v1. Now this is where I fucked up. I took too long. Oh, just watching that is so painful. This is a literal prime example of what not to do as a striker. Do not let the goalkeeper make the decision for you. Take the decision. Keep it in your hands. Really, I should have just went through and hit it. Put it in the corner. Instead, I've waited for him to move so I can go around him when that was not the right thing to do in that situation. But you know what? You learn from these mistakes. And obviously, a little setback comes for a big comeback. Again, he's just skipped past all the defence, to be fair. I probably should have done a bit better there, but I was thinking there's 3 men round him. There's stopped the pass on the outside. But he's a lot sharper than I thought he would be. But again, it's 6-4. Now, in hindsight, my thoughts on the game. Now, the boys were absolutely 10 out of 10. I thought everyone. It was not my best performance. I do recognise that. But it is so tough to come on with little minutes. If anyone's played football at a decent level, you know when you come off the bench, it is so tough to make an impact, because you want to make an impact straight away, because you want to kind of put a stamp out there to say this is why I should have started. And really, I started doing stuff that I wouldn't usually do in the hopes to impress. I didn't fucking impress. I actually did the complete opposite. I made myself look shit. But again, it's one game. It's out the window, and I'm gonna come back stronger. I'll come back better, and I'm sure I'll show people what I can do. But that's match day 3. I'm going to do match day 2 and 1 in one video as well. Again, if you could like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And join me next week where I'll have behind the scenes access, have some behind the scenes footage. I'll get some interviews off different people. And yeah, appreciate you for watching. Take care and come on United.